There's no easy way to say this, so I'll just skip the BS. I'm no longer investing a substantial amount of time into this channel. Don't mishear that though. I'm not saying that I'm quitting or anything. I'm simply taking a step back and reevaluating what direction I want to take the Magnus Zero channel into. I've been deluding myself into thinking that simple breaks away could reinvigorate my spark to produce what I normally make, but it's a reality that I have to face head on. The well's drying up. By the way, yes, I'm reading from a script. I really don't feel like wasting my energy trying to hit every point I want to make off the top of my head. I've never been any good at that, and this isn't the type of video I want to sloppily put together. Anyway, the more I've dedicated to these videos, the more I kept saying to myself, my time is more valuable than this. I'm at a point in my life where I've been actively cutting out things that's hindering my growth and progress. Aside from cutting out social media from my life, I still need to use Discord though, but I've been drastically reducing my usage of it. I've also been cutting out as many distractions as I could. This has been working wonders for my more important aspirations in life, but not so much for this channel. That's because I realized this channel isn't a big priority of mine anymore. It's a hard pill to swallow that I think I'm finally just growing out of it, or rather, I'm growing out the current phase it's in. As such, once those Model PX and Zero 2 remastered runs are finished, whenever the hell those will be, I'm going to hang up the hardcore no damage runs for this channel. Or at the very least, if I do content like that again, it'll be of lower quantity but higher quality. It just depends on what direction I want to pivot into. For example, I actually love making videos like Ultimate Disrespect because while it's still no damage content, it's more of a hybrid between high-level gameplay, comedy, and writing compacted into one video that's not that long. 10-12 minutes isn't that long to me, but you get the point. While the third episode was a beast to edit, I felt a greater sense of accomplishment from that one video compared to a series of videos that follow the same tired formulaic structure. The disrespect videos are unpredictable, both for the viewer and for myself when I'm writing the scripts and all that stuff. The presentation is different with each one, but I like it that way. Most of the shit that I wrote for the third episode was literally off the top of my head in the first draft. Then I just polished it up with the later drafts. While it took a long time to edit, it was the first time I had a video where I chipped away at it slowly until it became the idealized version of it that I had in my head. That's pretty hard for me to do nowadays. I like that direction. By just getting one good stellar quality video out every once in a while, my time could be properly allocated to more important endeavors, and you'll all still get a video from me eventually. While this may sound counterproductive after I said all of that, just hear me out. I have a stronger affinity for making video essays about characters and story on my second channel. It's another channel, yes, but that sort of work is a passion of mine that I allow to be buried underneath the expectations that I set for myself with Magnus Zero. Talking about writing in a story-heavy series like Fire Emblem is more connected to my passion for the craft of writing. So the more I unbound myself from my own shackles, the more I can grow that channel and use it to my advantage in the future. That's the sort of channel where I could go beyond the scope of Fire Emblem someday and explore other avenues of storytelling and gaming and media. Now, you probably have a certain thought in your head after I said that, and trust me, I already thought of this too. Why don't I just make Mega Man videos centered around character writing when I've already got a following right here? Well, when your main source material for a deep story and characters is limited to the Zero ZX series, that's not a lot to go off of. I'm not saying all Mega Man stories are trash. Some of them are, but you get what I'm saying. But they're just too basic for me to sink my teeth into. Mega Man was never known for its story, and I'm more of a character guy than a lore guy. There's already well-established channels out there dedicated to Mega Man characters and lore anyway, such as Reploid Revo. So it just seems like a redundant pivot to me when I could be doing something else like that on another channel with more character-rich stories to pull from. Plus, I still want to keep this channel centered around the gameplay aspect of Mega Man. No matter what changes occur throughout my life, I'll always be a diehard fan. This channel won't die into the day I die. So while I'll no longer consider this channel a priority, not like it ever paid my bills to begin with, I still want it to be somewhere where I can escape to. When I look at my video library and my playlist page, I realize how much I've accomplished with this little passion of mine. From the perspective of the bigger heads on this platform, 16,000 subscribers is still pretty small. But to me, that's still a huge number. I've done almost everything I've wanted with this channel and have a loyal following to boot, so when I think about all of that, it's a lot easier to accept my decision. And I still have new video ideas I want to eventually try, like, for example, hold on, I need to go get it. Let me take it out the film real quick. I'm not sure if you can see it because I know the lighting in this room isn't too good and the computer screen is probably making it worse, but this is the collector's edition of the Wily Wars. I want to try something a bit more laid back with the collector's edition on original hardware and utilize my webcam in tandem with it. I'm trying to figure out how I can use Game Genie codes, because I do have one, to work properly with this thing, as the optimizations Retrobit made with this release caused some tomfoolery to go on. I wanted to use the codes to fix a lot of nonsense this game had, like the slow buster shots, but the game freezes placed a wrench into that plan. So, unlike the original cartridges from Europe and Japan, Game Genie codes don't work properly for some reason. Yeah, if there's a coding guru watching this that could help a brother out here with the compromise, I'd appreciate it. Just shoot me a message in the business email that I have in my About tab in my channel page. Anyways, I'm still trying to get used to and optimize this new mic that I've had for a few weeks now. I mainly bought it for the purpose of making my voiceovers clearer for my video essays on the other channel, but with the Wily Wars idea I have in mind, I can utilize this new equipment for my future endeavors on this channel as well, whatever they'll be. But yeah, to get back on the other channel, I won't be directly leaking anything from that channel here, as I'm sure I'll get asked about that. Simply put, the reason why I don't advertise my second channel is because I just don't want dead subscribers on it. Not everyone cares about Fire Emblem, nor do I expect them to. That's why it has its own space over there. However, I know that there will be sweethearts in my viewer base, I appreciate y'all, by the way, who are subscribed to the channel just to support me, because that's happened already before. While it's a lovely gesture that I'm grateful for, this current era of YouTube does not benefit from the subscriber count. Other than meeting the ad revenue requirements, which I'm already halfway there actually, its relevance has declined over the years. So unless you guys are actually watching the videos and genuinely enjoying Fire Emblem content already, it actually hurts my second channel more than it helps when I have dead subs on it. Watch time and click-through rates are probably the most valuable metrics that the algorithm looks for, so I avoid linking people to my Fire Emblem channel to let it grow organically. But with all of that said, I've been recording a bunch of Three Houses background footage this week, so I can finally start pumping out videos that I've been working hard on. One of the two of them is an appreciation-like analysis on a character named Dorothea. I'll edit it in Vegas so I won't look like an idiot pointing in the wrong direction, but this is what the thumbnail of the video will look like. My plan is to finish it by Friday, so I'll be grinding hard on that all week. So for those of you who are viewers of the second channel, look forward to that soon-ish. And if you're someone who does want to genuinely support that channel and you like Fire Emblem, then you're free to go over to Kane Magnus. But I have to reiterate, I know I sound like a broken record, but I have to say this for clarity. Do not go over there if you don't care for Fire Emblem. It'll hurt me more than it'll help. Just supporting me here on Magnus Zero and watching my videos is all that I'll need. I want to get that video done by Friday so I can begin working on the End My Suffering or EMS compilation that I mentioned in my community posts last week. That way I'll have that nice little treat waiting for y'all while I write the Ultimate Disrespect 4 script and record my quick kill clips on the bosses. As for the PX run in 02, I'll get to it when I get to it, but I promise it'll get done eventually. But yeah, that's all for now. Thanks for listening, and while you might not hear from me as frequently on this channel anymore, I promise to always be here regardless. I'll still see comments, I'll interact with you all, and use my community posts more. I'm only still here because you guys support this channel, and I've come to understand that this place is a great source of inspiration for you all, and I wanted to keep it that way. So I'll always take the time to entertain you guys whenever I have the time. Stay chill.